Ejadim. Now, quick one, fast forward. Never fight this kind of people. This group of people that I'm about to mention to you, don't fight them. Even if you have a problem with them, solve it amicably, or else you will fail. They are on the verge of God's #1 candidate of breakthrough. They are on the hearts of Elohim. Don't fight them. The universe is backing them. #1, an orphan. Never in your life fight an orphan, whether you know or you don't know. Some of you pick beef randomly. You don't know what people have survived. You don't know what people have been through. And you are just going around beefing people just like that. Never beef an orphan. You will fail. An orphan who is a good person, who has a pure heart, and you know genuinely in your heart that this person has done nothing to you, but you are just using your credentials, your status, and your position to bully and fight such a person, you will be put to shame. #2, don't fight or bully a widow. I'm not talking about a widow who is hopping from men to men. I'm talking about a pure-hearted widow who has set herself apart. She set herself apart. Don't fight such a widow. You will be disgraced. For some reason, the Spirit of God backs these people. Don't. #3, a child that is raised by a single parent who has come out to be a good child. Don't fight such a child. You will be disgraced. They have been through a lot. So they are on the verge of God's #1 candidate, greatness of greatness. God, you see, you know what God does? People that are maltreated, you push them to the world for God to bless them. Because when God sees that somebody is being maltreated, somebody is being bullied, he wants to surprise you and make you know that he is the one who has the power to turn lives around. So when somebody is passing through hardship, especially an innocent person that is vulnerable, and that person is being bullied, God will purposely, in order for you to know that he is God and he is the one that blesses, to put you guys to shame, God will purposely bless that person. So people that are mostly abused, mostly maltreated, mostly neglected and rejected, they are mostly the people that are great in our society. So don't do that to them. You will be put to shame. You understand? Some few days ago, my mom called me and she was like, this person says you can just call her. This person says we'll call her. And I said, no, mommy, they abused me. I went to live with them. They abused me. They abused me psychologically. They wanted to change my identity. They wanted to change my personality. They abused me psychologically. They despised me. They never thought that God would bring me this far. So, mommy, I have nothing against them, but I can't call them. Calling them triggers a lot of things. That pain. You understand? I have forgiven them, but the abuse has become a stain. And I remember it like yesterday. It was traumatic. That kind of disrespect that you feel you are inferior, you are nothing. That is how these people treated me. Because they never knew what God had in store for me. Be careful how you treat people. A lot of us have survived a lot of things. And am I dangerous? So don't fight an orphan. Don't fight a widow. Don't fight a child that is raised by a single parent. Don't fight a traveler. #4. Somebody who has left his home country to come to somebody's country to seek greener pastures. If that person has a pure heart, you will fail. In fact, you need to bless the person. Don't do that. Never ever in your life fight such a person. Okay? A traveler, an orphan, a widow, a child raised from a single home, and somebody who is perching. Some kind of homeless. You see that kind of people? Like they perch here, they are struggling. I don't know how to use the English word for such people. They live like they don't have a permanent place to live. They are hustling. You see, they are kind of that. They have paid a lot of dues. You understand? They have paid a lot of dues. I am fighting a lot of blisters in my hand with a lot of creams. I've been buying creams, blisters. All because when I came into this country, there was no blisters in my hand like that. When I was living with my parents, when I was living in Accra, I had no blisters. But when I came to this country, a lot of blisters because of the kind of jobs that I did, that I had to survive. I have paid my dues. I have suffered. I was doing car wash in the winter with my bare hands. Because the gloves my manager gave me, they were gloves that I couldn't use to hold the sponge properly. Anytime I wear that gloves, the sponge leave my hands. I can't wash, and I wash slowly, and people shout on me. Customers go like, you are too slow. But I wash the cars properly with my bare hands. So washing my bare hands, my hand became like this. And I saw wrinkles and some things, and I'm still fighting that thing. Some of us have paid dues. You don't know what some of us have survived over the years. And then you meet us 8 hours at a shift and you think you know us. 12 hours and you think you know us. You live with somebody, you share apartments, you think you know them. You meet the person at church 3 hours and you want to create beef. People have survived things they don't want to share. People don't want to share. There were some jobs, I can't say it here. If I tell you that human being, I was doing that job because I had to do it that time to survive. And there are people who have done worse jobs, crazy and slavery jobs, like more than me, because they are African immigrants who are seeking for greener pastures. So don't fight a traveler. So please save this video. And if you meet this kind of people in the journey of your life, bless them instead. And God will bless you. I'm telling you, if you fight them, you will fail. An orphan, you will fail if you fight him. A widow, you will fail if you fight her. A child who is raised by a single parent but never came out to be a bad boy or a bad girl, that child is backed by the Spirit of God. You will fail if you fail them, if you try to fight them. And then number 4, or what did I say? A traveler, an African immigrant, somebody who has traveled, left his home country to come and seek greener pastures in somebody's land. They don't do that for the fun of it. There must be a reason why they left that long journey to come. They have a lot of stories to share. They've been through a lot. The last one is a hustler or breful. Somebody who has hustled, paid dues, hustled. There's some places I have lived in England. If I open door, there was a room I was living in. The moment you open the door touches my bed. So I had to do this and enter. In East Croydon, it was so cheap, 300, and that was the only room that I could afford at that time, £300. £300. If you open the door, it looks like it was a storeroom and the man gave it to me. Super warm during summer, super cold during winter. And when I speak in that room, vapor comes out of my mouth during winter. When I speak, when I'm making call, vapor used to come out of my mouth. East Croydon, and I was paying £300. If I open the door like this, it touches the bed, and then you see wardrobe here, you see my cups, you see my... The room was like this. And that was the only place that I could get because of document issues, job issues, money struggling. Some of us have paid a lot of dues. We've come a long way. So stop fighting people at random. You will fail. God is backing some people. I love you. The wise will listen. My videos are for hustlers. If you have never hustled in life, you will never understand my videos. If you've gotten things on a silver platter, my videos will be some way to you. I am not called for everybody. For few remnants who understand life. This page is for the remnants who have suffered life. They understand life. My dream Babichi, I love you. Ciao.